Welcome to Vehicles the Valley podcast. Go ahead.
That's right. Today, we got a special treat for you guys. We are going to be on the road. We're going to hit the pavement. We're going to talk to the staff, the real people that do it every day.
Yep.
What are we going to be talking to them about?
We're going to go meet with some advisors and some technicians. We're going to try to hit all three stores. And, there's a common question out there that we've heard from consumers, and that is, what's the biggest mistake I can make when it comes to maintenance in my vehicle?
Yeah.
I think you and I have a pretty good idea of what that is. And there's not one answer, but there's one definite answer. But let's go see what the technicians have to say.
I think it's going to be interesting.
They do this every day. We service a couple hundred people a day. They see it all. So let's go see what they have to say.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they all said the same thing?
I think they will. I think you and I are on the same page. We haven't even talked about this yet, but let's see. And then we'll come back and talk about it.
Come on. Check it out.
Needing to be replaced due to lack of maintenance.
So more than we should, for sure. And
Yeah.
I was a little bit hesitant to say my answer there was going to be ignorance.
Yeah.
I'm always hesitant to call a customer ignorant, but I think just sometimes lack of knowledge on their own vehicle.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, it's a $50,000-$60,000 vehicle, and a lot of times people don't know a whole lot about it. But we do know a lot about our $1,200 cell phones. And so for me, it's like, man, this is a big purchase. This is something that you're going to have forever. That's going to carry you down the road, get you to work, get you to the hospital. Take 10 minutes, read the owner's manual, ask questions. That's what we're here for.
When your car breaks down, I mean, it's devastating, right?
Yeah.
Your whole day is shot.
I mean, little things, drive belts. I can't tell you how many times I've told a customer, hey, your drive belt, it's dry rotting, it's cracking. This is Arizona. The heat gets to it. The rubber kind of fades. Drive belts are huge. If your drive belt goes, you're on the middle of the road, your car stops. You've got no AC, you've got no alternator.
So would you say drive belts is number one that you've seen?
I'd say it's up there, yeah. That's one of the most common.
Okay.
So I would say it's a little one too. It's a couple bucks to keep your car rolling.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Brian.
Yeah, seriously,
You're very
thank you.
welcome.
Right on the spot. Brian on the spot, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So now,
Oh, yeah.
let's see if we can hijack a technician and get their 2 cents. So we talked about oil changes, drive belts, and again, this is basic maintenance stuff. I'll tell you, we probably service 200 people a day.
Easy.
And the vast majority are here for maintenance, but there are a few every single day that come in with mechanical failure, and it's never a good thing, right? Nobody's ever excited about coming to the service department when your car breaks down.
No.
So what we want to try to do is teach you what you can do to help keep your car running smoothly, and give you the best possible experience we can if you do have a mechanical failure. So
God forbid.
let's get 2 cents from a tech and see what they say.
They're always a lively bunch.
Who's it gonna be?
Here we are.
Here we are. Found another one of our best of the best techs. This is Tommy. Tommy, in your experience, what is some of the biggest mistakes or the biggest mistake customers make when it comes to maintaining their vehicle?
I'd say mainly like lack of maintenance, just kind of forgetting their oil change like when their reminders are set, and then ignoring their cabinet engine air filter replacements. Those are the two biggest things I'd say I'd see.
For sure. How often would you say you see that?
More often than we should, probably like 3-4 times a week, I would say.
Seriously, it's
Yeah,
that
it's
many.
pretty often. People are pretty forgetful, but it's also tough times out here. So
That's
and
true.
People get upset when the warranty doesn't cover the component that breaks, but warranty coverages are pretty cut and dry. If you don't maintain your car, I mean, they're looking for a way out, a way not to cover your claim, and that's the easiest out they have is lack of maintenance. So it seems like that's the common thread. Don't miss your maintenance.
the easiest way to make sure you keep that warranty too.
That's right, which is big deal. That could save you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, right?
Speaking of maintenance, Gary, our body shop manager here, has seen plenty of instances where lack of maintenance or lack of care of your car has led to you being in this side of the shop. What kind of things do you think about?
Yeah, probably one of the biggest things we see is ADAS calibration. Your front monitor, cameras, all that. If they're not properly done, car can get into an accident.
Oh yeah, so like when I just replaced my windshield,
Right.
I had to go to a separate facility and get my cameras recalibrated or else the emergency braking wouldn't work.
That is correct.
But I don't think everybody does that.
No, not at all. And it should be done 100%. Otherwise, you cause an issue of getting into wreck.
Here we are yet again.
Here we are at the Mitsubishi store.
Right.
We're gonna go see if we can surprise attack a technician and get their 2 cents on what a customer's biggest fallout is, I guess, with maintenance of their vehicle, and see if it's a common thread. Because so far we're hearing the same thing. It's all lack of maintenance. So let's
maintenance. That's the #1 answer everyone keeps giving us. So I am curious to see what these guys have to say. Wow, it's so big and spacious, beautiful and well maintained.
Who do we have?
Lack of maintenance.
This is becoming quite the common thread.
I think that's crazy. That is the #1 thing that comes out of an experienced technician's mouth. That the #1 mistake a customer makes is not maintaining their vehicle that they spend tens of thousands of dollars on.
Which is the easiest part of the whole equation.
Of all the different types of maintenance, what do you think is the most common failure?
It's going too far on your oil changes and not having it inspected regularly for any problems that could be taken care of fairly easy before it becomes a bigger problem.
Gotcha. So small investments to
Save big dough.
save big dough down the road.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. And while we're here, what do you got going on here? Looks like you're replacing an engine.
Replacing an engine.
Interesting. I mean, that's a big job, and you know where every single one of these little bolts and stuff go, huh?
Yes, and oddly enough, it was due to lack of maintenance.
Was it?
Yes.
No way.
Low oil pressure because the oil that was in it was degraded to the point where it started wearing the bearings excessively.
Oh my goodness. All right, we just found one more. This is Hayden at the Mitsubishi store. So Hayden, we're asking the same thing to all the technicians at all 3 stores today. What is the biggest mistake customers make when it comes to maintenance in their vehicle?
It's definitely lack of maintenance. It's the first and foremost, but I always say the most expensive oil change is the one you didn't do because you gotta change your engine at that point.
So,
Like we
we've
just
been hearing this from everybody we've talked to, and another thing I just thought about is, we're in the desert, right? I mean, this is considered harsh condition climate. I know most factory warranty manuals actually recommend oil changes more frequently here because of the dust, because of the heat and things like that. It's got to take a toll on these engines. I mean, it can't be easy to keep that engine cool.
No way.
In 110 degrees.
Yeah.
Almost
So-
impossible to keep ourselves cool.
All right, well, thanks. We'll pass along the message.
Of course.
You the man.
Thank you.
Hello.
I like to move it, move it.
I like to move it, move it.
All right, now we're at the Mazda store. We're meeting with Elias right now, one of our technicians over here. And Elias, you have no idea why we're here. We just surprised you, but we're asking technicians from all 3 stores, what are the most common issues you see when it comes to customers and maintaining their car? Off the top of your head, what do you think?
Probably just lack of maintenance, the biggest issue I see.
Gosh.
That's a common theme. So you're seeing plenty of instances where lack of maintenance is equivalent to mechanical repairs.
Yeah, it's just
Unnecessary
people.
repairs.
Yeah, so people are just they're not coming in like on time for services, and then that leads to bigger issues.
Yeah, it's
Like
a real thing.
yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah,
Especially in the heat,
yeah,
right?
yeah, especially with batteries and stuff too. So we'll recommend a battery, and someone will decline the repair, and they come back saying my car won't start. So
Yeah, something
that's-
as simple as a battery.
yeah.
Well, thanks. That answers the question, and the theme is pretty consistent now. So let's head back to the studio and talk about it some more.
Yo. That was. Wow.
I just messed you up.
We went so fast.
We're back.
We are back. And we learned so much.
Was it surprising?
I mean, after the 3rd, 4th, I was like, for real,
It wasn't surprising to me. That's the exact thing I was going to say, but it was surprising that we didn't get a more variety of answers.
Yeah, no, it was the same answer.
It was like almost identical every single time.
From
And
different
just so
texts.
you know, we absolutely surprised these guys. We bombarded them, took them away from their work. We didn't prep them, and they all had the same thing to say, pretty much. And that's lack of maintenance is the biggest issue when it comes to maintenance in your car. I think Brian said it at the beginning that we know more about our cell phone and how to do the software updates and things like that than we do our own car. A car, it's not automatically going to take care of itself forever, right?
No.
There's 10,000 or so moving parts in these vehicles, especially EVs, and they need some TLC.
Big time. They are needy.
Especially in the desert, right? I mean, we're in a harsh condition climate here in Arizona.
There's other harsh condition climates out there you might be watching this video from. Maybe it's a cold climate. But
Like Alaska,
yeah, like
the
Alaska.
polar opposite with polar bears. I'm
I
sorry.
knew you were gonna go polar. It's because you're a polar bear, dude.
Yeah, and I'm in the heat and I sweat, but I tell you what, I maintain my vehicle. That's for darn sure.
You know, it's not, and it's not like the people that don't maintain their vehicle, are, you know, they're not dumb or something like that. Like it's really easy just to put it off. Like, oh, I can't get to it today. I'm just gonna put it off till next week, and then next week, and then next week, and then before you know, you're 5,000 miles overdue for an oil change, and that may be okay once in a while. You're on thin ice, but we had to look up the factory protocol. Actually, the factory will only guarantee coverage of warranty if you're within 1,500 miles of a scheduled oil change.
Yeah.
So if
That's
you're
crazy.
at 5,000 miles and your oil change is at 6,600 and your engine fails, no coverage. Look, the warranty is an insurance company.
Yeah.
Your extended warranty, service contracts. These are all separate insurance companies that we back and or offer, right? But just like any insurance company, they will always look for who's at fault.
Right.
They'll always look for a way out. And we are always looking for a way to cover it, just so we're clear.
Correct.
When your vehicle breaks, we only want to say one thing. Yes.
Yes.
No problem. Yeah, how fast can I get it back to you, right?
Right.
We get paid to fix cars, not tell you no. But
yeah, you're right. I mean, the warranty company, right, is their job is to mitigate risk as much as possible. And so if they find that you're at fault even a little bit, and that fault may be negligence, that, hey, I didn't change my oil when I was supposed to more than once.
Right. Or I changed it myself and I didn't keep receipts, or I changed it at you know, this dealership or you know, third party down the street and I didn't keep receipts. They will always ask in the cause of a failure, the very first question, great, do you have records? That's one nice thing about servicing at a dealership is we keep the records for you.
All
We
of
bear
them.
that burden and that expense, and it's expensive and it's a lot of work. There's a lot of support staff that goes around
Yep.
maintaining hundreds of thousands of records. I mean, we get audited frequently.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure we're doing things the right way, and third parties are not held to that standard. They're not on the hook for your warranty, so they don't really care, right? So maintenance your vehicle, do it on time. Every vehicle is a little different. Every manufacturer is a little bit different. I mean, for the most part, you know, you want to change your oil every 5,000 miles these days. Some may say 15,000 miles. But look at what it says for harsh condition climate in your owner's manual if you're in a climate like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because
This is a harsh climate.
it's a very harsh climate, and yeah, we've seen many instances where that is absolutely required to maintain the longevity of your vehicle.
And so that's why from the very beginning, for as long as I've been with the auto group, we offer every single one of our customers free year of maintenance.
Oh yeah, for sure. Every new and used customer. We have for a decade or more, maybe 2 decades.
Doesn't matter which store you buy from, we offer that to you, mostly because, you know, one, we want to say thank you, but also we want to get you in the habit of checking your car, following the maintenance
That's a big part of it. You're right.
Meeting your service advisor.
It's a nice gift. It saves you a few $100 for the first year, but it's also setting up the habits for success. We want you to know the frequency of those services, who to ask for, who to talk to, where we're located, right? That's a big part of it. You know, when we sell a vehicle, for some reason, it's always our fault when something happens.
Yes.
Right? Whether you blow a tire 30 days in or you blow an engine 10,000 miles in, you know, at some point, you know, you have to take responsibility for your vehicle. It's no longer the dealership's car. Right.
Yeah,
and
for
that's
sure.
always a very difficult conversation to have. At what point is it your vehicle and not mine? At what point is it no longer my fault? And it all revolves around lack of maintenance. I mean, look, if something's pre-existing, we'll take care of it. No problem. Accidents happen. People make mistakes,
time.
whatever. But that's not the rule. That's the exception, right?
Right.
And like we heard from some technicians, you know, oil change is the most obvious, but it's tires. Tires are a huge thing when it comes to safety. And damage. When you blow a tire, you damage rotors, you damage suspension components. I mean, it gets very expensive. Brakes, belts. One of the guys mentioned belts.
Yep.
And
those are
that makes sense.
basic things that you should be aware of, paying attention to, or at the very least be involved with your service advisor when they're So that way, when you come in for that second, service, they're like, "Hey, you remember those belts we talked about?
Yeah.
We really need to do them this time."
Yeah,
You
you're right,
develop that
because we're not going to
relationship.
recommend them if you don't need them.
Never.
Now, some people may, but we don't do that. And if you can't do them this time, fine. Let's do them next time. If you can't maybe afford it this time, we have financing options for repairs.
Yep.
It's always better to take care of things. Who was it? I think it was Hayden at Mitsubishi. I love that quote. He said, "Your most expensive oil change is the one you didn't do."
Come on.
And that was super, super strong.
Yes.
As we saw Rob, he was doing an engine replacement for lack of maintenance, lack of an oil change.
There
We
was
see
that oil
all the
change.
time.
There was that one oil change.
So
They should have done the oil. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And some cars are more susceptible to failure than others.
Yes.
Trucks, for example, because they're heavy and they tow. I mean, they're always going to be a little bit more.
Well, they got a little bit more, size to them.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be on top of your maintenance. They're heavy. Anything heavy is going to have more stress on the components. So
That's why my knees are bad.
anyway, so that's the common thread. You're not that heavy. Come on. You used to be.
I was, I was like top heavy because I got big old melon.
You do
You're
have a
talking
have a
about-
pumpkin,
You're
and
talk-
it's almost Halloween. So are you going to decorate it?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
So that's the common thread. Maintenance your car. Learn specifically what your car needs. Every car's a little different. There's a maintenance manual in your glove box. If not, you can look it up online. If not, you can call us and ask us. Any maker model will help you out.
Why wouldn't you? You just spent a bunch of money.
I know it can be inconvenient sometimes, but find a place that will make it more convenient. For example, we offer Uber and Lyft service. So if you wanted to go to the mall and shop for a while, we can handle that for you complimentary. Drop off some pickups, loaner vehicles. We have a 200-car loaner fleet in the group.
We have a fleet.
So we do everything we can to make it more convenient, but find a place that's going to make it convenient for you to service your car and service your car on time, and you'll be in a much better shape.
And sober your car.
Yep.
Till next time, guys. This is Vehicles of the Valley podcast. Like, subscribe, and follow.
And you know what? Shoot us some comments. What do you want us to talk about next? And we'll bring it up. We'll talk about it. We'll make it real.